Welcome back, it's me Uhfgood, and we're doing the next part of the donut, or actually the cup of coffee on a saucer, and specifically the saucer, and specifically my version number 2 of my saucer. So let's speed this up and play back, speed, faster, go that 8 times, which is the max it will go. If I go to 16, you'll start seeing the artifacting. So let's go in here somewhere, and in here, and here, and here, here, and let's keep going. Okay, I think this is where I tried a new thing. See, and I tried extruding, and I tried using modifiers to do some interesting stuff to it, and I actually think, right, I'm not sure if I worked on this circle or if I restarted it. See, I'm making a disc here, and I just figured that I could make my own kind of deal. I actually think I restarted this. It's kind of a pain in the butt trying to get it to do what I wanted it to. So I made a cylinder here. I wonder why it's see-through like that. I guess I have X-ray on. Okay. So made an inset, and basically added the inside of the top of the saucer, and eventually squeeze it down. So I basically just kept on indenting, kept on adding, added loop cuts, kept on manipulating it so that it kind of goes down like that. Actually, I should have left it like that, I guess. And then when I went to smooth shading, it kind of looked kind of off, and so I messed with it some more. I don't know if I do the smooth shading here or not. Here, I tried to add a little bit of ripples, and it looked kind of wonky. And then, of course, I pitted it, and then I added modifier, and this almost looks like I restarted it by. I think I did. I cut everything off the bottom and then re-extruded from the top. So now let's see, it almost looks like a bowl there. And so I just kept on tweaking it. I kept on bringing stuff down. I kept on, kind of. I'm not sure if I raised that. Okay, I did that extra pitting so that when I stretched it, it would leave like a little indentation. See, like it does there. So if you make it huge and then you make the thing deep, when you scale it, flatten it out, it still retains some of the indentation. And of course here, I made the bottom a little bit more pointy. So you can kind of see what I've been doing there. So just doing basic things like alt click on the edge to do a loop cut, or not to do a loop selection, edge loop selection, and then moving it up and down, and then squishing it, and then moving stuff up and down, and then at one point I tried to, I don't know if you can see it in here, but tried to make sure that the top and the bottom weren't dang it, I did it again, didn't I? Hate forgetting about that. I'm just back this up a little bit. And so basically here, so I start with a cylinder, I bring the center down a little bit, then I cut the bottom off, and then I basically do a re-extrude, and then so now you can kind of see what I was doing there anyways. So I just basically kept tweaking it until so it does what I want. Did I delete that, or what did I do there? Forget. Right. So now it's looking a little bit more like a saucer, a little less like a bowl. It's still kind of like a bowl. So, but it's more like a really thick kind of. Uh, it's almost a ceramic, so I should almost make that white or something. You know, so it actually is ceramic. That in the glass, but I'm just doing it like this, and there is the saucer. There is my new saucer, new and approved. And you can see it's still not deep as a bowl, but it's, you know. And what's funny is Andrew Price on the tutorial was like, you know, talking about this plate, and he was kind of wondering. He's trying to. I guess he was at one point he was like wondering what to call it or something, or anyways, what an actual saucer is. A saucer is exactly what it sounds like. See that was the old one, and then this is my quote unquote new and approved one. But so I actually still have that. I saved it, but I hid it. So now there we go, and that's all she wrote. But at one point he was kind of confused about the saucer. Some people are confused about the function. Now, I don't know what they completely use saucers for, but I know that a long time ago, some people might still do this if they know about it. But coffee used to be really, really hot. In fact, I mean, I'm sure you can get some real hot coffee sometimes, but if you get it at home, it's off the stove. It, you know, was boiling, and you put it in the cup, and it was so hot. What you do is you take the saucer, and you pour some of the coffee into the saucer. Set the cup down, and then you would actually blow on it a little bit, and then you'd sip it out of the saucer, because it's a slight indentation, kind of like a bowl, but it's not really a bowl. It's not deep enough to be a bowl, and so it was just meant to cool your coffee, and that's how they drank coffee. And they called it a saucer, I'm guessing because either sauces were in it, or the act of the pouring the coffee into the saucer made that, you know, like sauce. I'm not sure. Maybe a saucer used to be more like like a mini, like a finger bowl kind of thing, where you put sauces in it, and then you'd to dip stuff in, right? You wouldn't necessarily need a full bowl. You just need a little bit, and then you dip whatever, toast, or I don't know. You dip something into a sauce that was in the saucer. So a saucer is literally for sauce. It's a little mini plate slash half bowl thing for sauces. So you can dip stuff into. Um, Nowadays we just use, like, you know, small bowls or whatever. They're deep, but the saucer was really just for sauces, I guess. And so yeah, so that's why we use a saucer for a coffee or a teacup, because back in the day, since it was really hot, it was so hot to drink that they would pour it into their saucer, blow it off, because the surface area would distribute the air and would cool it much quicker than in the cup, and then you drink it from the saucer itself. So anyways, that's a little bit of history, I guess. So I want to thank you for watching, and the next time, tomorrow, we'll be dealing with another goofy nav mesh episode. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.